beautiful people, how you all doing? So in continuation to my pep talk series, today we have a very special guest, a certified psychologist joining us to throw light on something that greatly affects all of us in our everyday life. So let me introduce you all to Sonali Grover, who is also one of my very closest friends. Hi Sonali, and welcome to the platform.
Thank you for inviting me to be a part of your talk. I'm Sonali. I'm RCI certified psychologist with specialization in counseling and rehabilitation.
Well, we are also very glad that you are here. So today we are going to address the issue of stress and anxiety that impacts us every day. And I would like to start by asking you, Sonali, what actually stress means?
Stress is a small word that we all dread. It has a big impact on our physical, emotional, and psychological well being of an individual. Everyone has experienced stress and anxiety at some point of the time in their lives. The major difference between both of them is that stress is a response to a threat in a situation, whereas anxiety is a reaction to the stress. I'm not saying that stress is always negative. It has its positive impact also. It brings in a lot of motivation and it helps individuals reaching to great heights as well.
Well, that's very well said, Sonali, and I absolutely agree to it. And while you're telling us what stress is, can you also throw some light on what are the triggers that actually cause stress to us?
Triggers are very individualistic in nature. It depends upon the mental state of an individual, what sort of a state a person is when he is perceiving it. It can vary from loss of property, loss of life, loss of a loved one, loss of money. It can also vary from exams postponing to exams cancelling. It can also be as small as internet not working. That is also one of the major things that we all are facing and gives us stress. Jita, I just wanted to ask you, have you ever been stressed in your life? And what were the major causes that you were stressed in your life, in your day-to-day life?
Well, Sonali, as you already mentioned that everybody goes through stress in their day-to-day, and I'm no stranger to stress. I think my major stress comes from work and the kind of competitive work surrounding we have nowadays. I think that it impacts our personal hours and personal life also, and that leads to a very negative effect on us. So wherein on one hand, I think stress during your work hours is quite normal and can actually help you reach to your goals by pushing you. I think when we take this competition to another level and we're competing with others and we bring work into our personal time, that really affects us very negatively, and because we are not allowing the entire day's stress to go down, to get out of our system and to re-energize our body for the next day. So when every day, all the time we are stressed, it keeps on building up, and it leads to great problems.
Yes, very rightly said, Pujita. So what did you experience? How do you know that you are stressed? What did you feel in your body? Did you feel any sweaty palms, or did you have heavy breathing, or you had headaches, or any physical ailment that was there?
See, as I already said that if I don't de-stress myself, it keeps building up, and I think it majorly affects my energy. So by the end of the day, I would be completely drained out and I would lose focus, I would lose concentration, I won't be doing anything right. And that directly impacts my mood as well. I get irritated and I get very impatient. So at the end of it, everything just builds up in me and you can clearly see how stressed I am.
Yes, very rightly said, Pujita. It all just gets accumulated. So I just wanted to ask you one thing. That have you felt a difference in the stress level since the pandemic has begun until now?
I think Most definitely, yes. In fact, during lockdown, it has only increased. And the major reason was all the negativity on the social media. And the more people were talking about it, the more negative energy it was giving out. It greatly impacts your mood, it greatly impacts your vibe also.
Yeah, that's true. It impacts all of us. So tell me something that how do you de-stress yourself and how do you deal with it?
I think the biggest stress reliever for me is just creating a zone for myself where I dim my lights. It's just some yellow lights around me, and I burn vanilla scented candles. That's my favorite, and just watch a very light mood movie. I think that really relaxes me out, and hanging out with my friends, having a chat, having a dinner, or maybe just a sleepover really lightens my mood. But obviously, because of lockdown, that's not an option. So I started to explore other options to actually release my stress, and I came across meditation and yoga, and trust me, the amount of peace and calm I have got is amazing. But those all are my stress relievers. I think we all would like to know from you also, Sonali, from a counselor's perspective, what all stress relievers you think should be used to deal with stress.
Very rightly said, Pujita. It's a three-way mantra. A, B, and C. A is being aware of the triggers that are affecting you. B, breathe and take a break. It helps you relax your mind. C, staying calm and having control of your emotions. That's very essential these days. Start breathing normally. Our brain gets the signal that all is well. So our body starts responding in such a manner that it reduces the stress level.
Absolutely. Alright, Sonali, so this is the last question, and I think a very important one, and I think this question can really help out a lot of people. So I would like to know, if I see someone who is visibly showing a lot of signs of stress, how can I help that person?
Being a friend to the person who is dealing with such issues, you should be a good listener. Have a response and not a reaction. Listen to them, validate their emotion, comfort them, give them the space to heal. In case things are not okay and you feel that they are out of control and you see some red flags, seeking help from a professional is always advisable.
That was some very great advice, Sonali. Thank you so much. So guys, if you think that there's someone who needs some counseling or just someone to talk to, you can always approach Sonali or myself. I will be linking all the communication mediums in the description box below, so you can check them out and reach to us. So we are at the end of this video, and Sonali, would you like to share some words with us?
In the end, I would just like to say thank you for making me part of this. In some way or the other, this gave me the opportunity to reach out to people, and I hope this video helps you all. Do check out my Instagram account, The Green Leaf.
Thank you, Sonali, for all the advice, and thank you so much for joining us today. Guys, be sure to check out her Instagram page for some inspiration and positivity. And stay tuned for the next episode of my Pep Talk series. Until next time, Namaste.